Hey there, it's Vanessa. How you doing? It is Monday. I don't know. The 25th of Monday. 25th of Monday. Monday the 25th, November. And I'm in a whirlwind right now. So let's start with Friday. I went on to an accountability meeting, and I was $900 short of my weekly total. And so I worked all day Friday, and at the end of Friday, I was $600 short of my total. At some point, I went to bed, and I woke up on Saturday and I found a text message from my daughter that said that she and my son, her twin, were in the emergency room, that my son had dislocated his shoulder again. This has been, I don't know, probably 5 or 6 weeks ago, the first time he dislocated his shoulder. And the way they described it to me, I think he thought like I knew the places he was talking about and what it looked like, but I didn't, I don't know any of that. So what I'm going to tell you is what I understood from what he said. But apparently, him and his two buddies on Fridays, they go to this bar and they have a couple of drinks to unwind from the week. And there's this kid there that just, wants to start crap. And words were said back and forth. And my son's friends, are there, and they're much bigger than my son. And, they backed him up and whatever. There was no real fight or anything from what I was told. And somehow after that, my son gave his friend like this bear hug, like, I've been working out. Look how strong I am. Whoa. And he dislocated his shoulder. He said that this time hurt so much more than it did the last time. I was so worried the first time, and it almost seemed like it was nothing. When I spoke to him, there was no stress in his voice. He was kind of fine. And I thought, oh my gosh, it is going to hurt so bad when they push that back, right? And it's what you see in the movies. I've never known anybody who dislocates their shoulder, right? So I'm thinking, this is going to be hard. And he said it was almost nothing. They put him to sleep and they put the shoulder back and it was fine. Even, several days afterwards, he was like, oh, there's still no pain. And that was all done. And he was recouping, he was back to work, all that. He said, but this time it was bad. It was really bad. And he had already contacted his sister because he had drank a little too much and he didn't want to drive. So he called his sister to come in and pick them up because, all three of them were a little tipsy and they didn't want to take the risk. And she works in retail and she gets home late. So she was like, oh, yeah, sure, no big deal. Very responsible of him, not driving home drunk, very nice. But she's on her way to pick him up and he dislocates his shoulder and he's in pain. He's inebriated and she picks him up and she takes him to the hospital. They put the shoulder back. And after that, he realizes that the jacket he was wearing is his older brother's jacket. And he is so concerned that he has lost this jacket. It's his brother's favorite jacket. Mind you, I don't know if his brother left it there or let him borrow it, whatever. All he could think about was the jacket. So he goes back to the place to look for this kid because he's thinking that kid stole the jacket because, that's what he's been talking about and what he's been, busting my chops about. They get out of the hospital at 2 a.m. They go back to the place, and there's the kid outside in this gazebo, something or another. And the kid is sitting there with the jacket on. So my son jumps out of the car, goes running over there with his two buddies, and he's, yelling at the kid, get that jacket off. That's not yours. That's my jacket. Give me my jacket back. Kid's arguing with him. And, one of his friends is big and burly, and the other one is in the National Guard. So, I mean, he has some protectors there, right? So they both step up and they're like, I think you better give that jacket back to him. So he gets the jacket back. They take the friends home and they go to pick up the car he was driving. And while they're on their way to pick up the car, my son looks, goes into his jacket pocket because that's where his wallet and his keys were. That's right, past tense. Were. His keys are gone. His wallet's gone. And he's like, well, that's my fault. It's my fault. I can replace the wallet. I can replace the cards. I can replace the keys. It is what it is. Until they get to the car. And the car has been vandalized. The front windshield, someone had stepped on the roof of the car. It's a van. Chrysler Town and Country. Gotten up on the top of the roof of the van and bashed in the windshield. Then They get into the car and the radio is demolished. The ignition is uh, pushed in or broken, whatever. Inside is destroyed, and now they are dealing with the cops for that. They have to call a tow truck to get the van to their apartment. And he has no license, of which he's flying out tomorrow. So while all of this is going on, you can understand why Saturday my sugar was high all day long. Of course, I was emotional the entire time. I am grateful that my son and daughter are okay. I really am. And it could have been a lot worse. However, these are the kind of things that I really wish I could still protect them from. And I know that's not the right thing. Um, Life is definitely going to throw them a lot of curveballs, and they did the right thing over and over and over again. They're really coming into their own. But I don't want them to suffer like they are. Anyway, all day Saturday, sugar was high. All day Sunday, my sugar was low. And I cleaned, but it was an absolute struggle to get anything done. Anything. I was so tired and so drained. And those $600 are still hanging over my head. And I don't know how I'm going to get it done. I don't know. And it's not easy for me to say, I'm going to do this and not do it. I'm sorry. I thought I got rid of all of this. Anyway, Sunday night, I got the worst stomach ache, and I went to bed, and this morning it was even worse. And so I asked my husband to go to the pharmacy and get me some Pepto-Bismol, and I didn't press the snooze button, but I turned off the alarm, and he woke me up when he came back, and I took that, and I slept probably another 3 hours. It was about 9 o'clock when I got up, and I felt a little bit better, but I am still dragging butt, still dragging butt. Uh, yep, and the tests came back, the blood work, EKG, all of that came back, all good. And I got a call today from the hospital. They have me scheduled for Tuesday, 7:30 in the morning, unless something changes. And that's it. Um, let's be honest. The kids get in on Wednesday. I'm not sure if I'll be on here because I want to spend as much time with them as I can. And when they're here, they're usually upstairs in the media room watching whatever together, all three of them. And they will still be here on Fridays. So I don't know if I'll be videoing on Friday either. They leave Saturday at late afternoon, 4 o'clock, 4 p.m. So if I don't see you before Thanksgiving, I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. And at the very latest, I guess, I'll be back on Monday. So I don't know how I'm going to get out of this hole, honestly. And I guess I'm just going to have to deal with it, right? So anyway, thanks for listening, and I'll catch you when I catch you. See ya.